Get off of him!
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Sets up with the jump in! Gets the counter hit!
Hadouken!
What are they gonna pump the brakes on the impact?
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
This is gonna hurt! Wall reads the counterattack! Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Do they have what it takes to steal them? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation?
Shoryuken! Hadouken!
Answers with a fireball!
Hadouken!
So heavy out of nowhere! Player 2 was definitely sweating during that well-earned win! They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch!
Hadouken!
Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up!
Shoryuken! Hadouken!
From upstairs! You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit with KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Who's going to start things off? That combo did decent damage. Gets the throw, hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Checks with a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of you. They're going for the super art. Nice parry. Going in. Connects with the throw. Closes it out. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Had the radar up and running. Checks him with a projectile. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? No more drive gauge. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 chases them down. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 can't KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. There's an overdrive art. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful. Hits him with a stop and pop. Uses the gauge for a super art. Shipujinrai hit. Good damage off from there. Knockdown and burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Manages a super art. The super doesn't hit. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Shows a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Knock them out of the air. One chance here may end this match. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for the drive rush there. Takes a trip. Burnout is triggered. Life lead opens up. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Connects with medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Medium kick hit. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will need to play it conservative. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. Both fighters, perfect execution with the anti-air. Skip all the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Gets them with the anti-air. Burnout is triggered. Starts off zoning with fireball. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Goes for the super art? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Hits with the overhead. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Throws out a projectile. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter game? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. All in with a rush. Are we going to see a comeback here? Both sides getting ready. Shakes things up with a fireball. Fires off the sheet. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 chases them down. Rejects the air attack. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Sandblast! Throws them to start the corner pressure. Knockdown and goes with the safe stuff with that target. Burnout activates. They were right to be on guard there. Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. In there! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Gets the counter. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Changes the pace with an air. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they place it in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Will that drive impact get punished? Gets the jump in. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 2 can't. Burnout activates. Player 1 KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Impact squat. Blocks it. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Super! That's what we want to see. Player, this is gonna hurt. What now? Keith, ooh, what a smart throw. Here comes the corner pressure. Anti-air in the cut. Oh, sees right through him. Oh, the throw connects. Who's gonna take it? Somehow manages to reads the throw and escapes. The jump in is big this time to bust this out. They didn't take the throw. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps him out. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Shoryuken? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. From up above. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. Life lead opens up. Player 2, yo, put that away. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The jump in is denied. The impact doesn't do anything. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably, they can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Throws them. Big throws. Looking for a hold. A fireball at that range. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Starts with a jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Knockdown. Both fighters are low on drive. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 creates a good corner and the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. The super armor does its job. Yoga Flame. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Jumps in. Burnout activates.
Take this.
Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of foot. It's a good spot to use the super. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. They were right to be on guard there. They're going for the super art? Oh, let's go! Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. The drive run! Oh my god, they just jumped it up! Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. There comes off the tank and scores the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Grabs and throws them away. There's a change of sides. And whips! They're wide open! Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arc. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player 1 is barreled. All the throw connects. Breaks the block with a throw. This unleashes some big damage. Connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? Nothing stops this train. There's the burnout. Noticeable that's how you close it out. What a beast! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 with the life lead. All right. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throws him. What's next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Oh! Absorbs lands a punish counter for the first hit. Flashes him. Throws him to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Goes for it all, but just misses. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Hits him with a stopping block. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Solid anti-air to continue the corner punch. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Side switch in the corner. Grabs and connects with the throw. Both fighters planning, gotta do better than that. Knocked him out of the air. What now? They gotta go. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uses the target combo to take up chunks of damage off the opponent. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to gain the upper hand.
You're done.
Knife lead opens up. Player 1 is maintaining the corner in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Holds out with the block. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Goes for the jump in. And experiencing burnout. With breather. Fireball and hits the drive. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps in. All the throw connects. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. He's gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone.
Yeah! You can't beat me!
Final round. Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 gotta do better than that. Player 2 has the sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. Keeps him out. Hits the drive. Amazing. Nothing stops this train. Getting up close and personal. A jump in. Burns out. Player 1 can't use any drive. Will this super art do anything? Oh, but you're grounded. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Jump. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Scrapping it out up close. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be this stun might mean that Nice sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. That combo did decent damage. Flashes him. Player burnout activates. Are they going to be able to call the throw connects? Forward rush. Both fighters meet the jump in with a perfect parry. Player 2 is in a very good spot. They can't squander this punish counter check. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The next touch may decide this round. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. They both decide to even use their drive gauge. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Will their super art do anything? That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has the life advantage. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Oh, easy tag. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Does a good job of pushing back. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Uses the parry. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with a smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps? Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Ooh, what a smart throw. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Drive impact misses. Barely blocks the jump in. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Experiencing burnout. Will this super art do anything? Player 2 can't let this closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checking their reactions with a fireball? No good up high. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Throws him down. All right. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Life lead opens up. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Burnout activates. The jump in is denied. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A drive impact. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? Keep fighting, experiencing burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 hits him with a stop and pop. Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. Dashes forward. Closing moments of the match. What perfect timing. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got him, but closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Deftly shuts out the jump. Goes for the command grab. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up next? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. What'll happen? Burnout activates. Neither fighting a super art. There's a change of side. Target locked and scoop. No escaping that. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to just brush that off and keep going. Experiencing burnout. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 2 is in burnout. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look, they're going for the super art. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. A quick breather. Player 1 holding up in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in, crowns him from above. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. This is gonna hurt. Getting up close to raw super art incoming. Couldn't handle the heat on the ground, but now they're getting cooked in the air fryer. Well, that's gonna leave them rattled. They got him! Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this
Gotta
one.
do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. No good up high. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right, does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The jump-in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 can't use any more. Burnout activates. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Big throws. Hit them with a stop and bop. Hold your breath. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Shoryuken? Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Jumps? Player 1 experiencing burnout. Knockdown. No! Critical art now? Big difference in life and super. Any mistake. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Flatlines him. Here's the final round.
That's right.
The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Adds a bit of OG spice there. The last round. It's now or never. throws him. Player 2 needs to use the holy truck that off. Target combo into Will this super art do anything?
Bring in the heat!
Come on now, let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Reppa.
Bet that.
Player 1 burns out. Solid anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range here. Here comes the corner pressure. Player 1, they are done! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice fire anti-air in the front. Jumps up. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Hold your breath. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The jump in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Nice counter. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with the projectile. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 needs to use the nice counter. Going in? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Jump! Oh, could be the start of something. The low swap! Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive crowns them from above.
Nothing!
The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out.
Yeah! You can't beat me!
Final round. Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final round? Dashes. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Okay, here we go. What low heavy? Smart stuff. Poking at that range to zone the opponent. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Scuffle. Crowns them from above. What's next? Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Solid anti-air. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. They're backed into the corner now. It is over. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Definitely saw that counter coming. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Burnout is triggered. Life lead is opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
I guess they both like jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? From up above. Nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Big throws. Going in, hits him with a stop and pop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. This is the time to believe in your ability. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jump. Gets the jump in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 chases him down. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Smart play to stop the opponent there. What's their game plan here? Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Blocks it. Clutch, anti-air. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. KO! Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again. Yo, put that away. What'll happen here? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but experiencing burnout. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Takes in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps in. Bops him with a target combo. That burnout activates. Smart play to stop the opponent. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Nice counter. Scrapping it out up close. Shoryuken sets up with the jump in. Raw critical. What's gonna happen? Is this gonna kill? Sit down and shut up! Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final. Excellent block. They gotta go. Doing some quick planning? Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the with medium kick? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Start things off with a jump in? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Drops them from the air. Good judgment there. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 1 needs to connect with the throw. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Target combo into Shoryu. Reads the jump in perfectly. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks the low kick. Big exchange blows. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. Bops him with a target combo. Sees it coming and blocks it out. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Changes the pace with an air dash. Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side step. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. Blocks it. Shoryuken? And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Uses the target combo with an experiencing burnout. What's next? A jump? Winner tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Or nothing! This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Sit down and shut up! No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The jump in is denied. Connects with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 is looking at a jump? Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Perfect flatlines in. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Those aren't working here. Blocks the jump in. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big that they can capitalize. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Still slugging it out here. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner. From up above. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters planning something in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Pokes with a medium kick. Knockdown and throw connects and does big damage. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The drive impact is denied. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Player low heavy. Presses throw. Impact. Squat. Throws him. Amazing. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? The jump closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
A jump, tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Wrecks them. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Wow, reads the counterattack. Oh, here we go. Shoryuken. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Impact, squat. Excellent block. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. The jump-in is denied. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Somehow manages to block the jump-in. Gets into perfect fireball range. Good distance for a shot. This is gonna hurt. A jump? Excellent damage. Drop shot. Are they going to be able? What were they thinking? Adds a bit of OD spice. Dangerous range here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Gotcha!
Look at that! Combo finishes it! Player one comes away with the win! They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch! Jump! Barely blocks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Neither of them willing to back off here. What are they thinking here? Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Takes a trip. Mid low reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The jump in is denied. Oh, easy tech. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits them with a stop and pop. They were right to be on guard there. Doesn't miss a beat. The pivot reaches a big damage. Going in, both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Fights out of the corner, experiencing burnout. Our fighters are at a standstill. This is gonna hurt. And the jump in is rejected. Player one survived that tense mirror match.
Comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right, player one is using their drive liberally. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The drive impact wins down to the wire. Player one is in burnout. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Taking stock. Player one has complete KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. at this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Superb reactions on display. Good judgment there. Anti-air drops. Drive gauge gap here. Gets him with the anti-air. Going in. Throws a fireball. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Goes to the air. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, it could be the start of something. Clutch anti-air. Player one needs to frost super art incoming. This is a critical moment. This closes it out. Player one survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes for the jump in to start. Checks him with the projectile. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Pops him with a shorty. They're being absolutely relentless. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Fires without warning. They were right to be on guard there. That's a counter. Okay, creating some space here. What'll happen here? Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Bear blocks the low kick. The Dragon Lash Flame gets KO. Player one comes away with the win.